Hey everybody, I'm going to use this video to describe the final plan, what you need to do, some points on how to do it well, that kind of thing. So let's dive right in. So this is basically putting it all together. You want to create a fluid, single marketing plan. I'll explain what that means a little bit as we go forward, but the way to think of it is it should read like you wrote it all at one time instead of just pasting pieces together, okay? It brings together your milestones, which you've obviously done a lot of work on and not only creating but revising. And the way to start is by looking at the outline template document in the D2L content folder under Final Plan. Keep in mind, this is a pretty important thing you're turning in because the final paper and discussion posts and replies are worth 240 points, which is 30% of your total grade. So a lot hanging on this last thing you're going to do. So what needs to be done? You need to submit your final plan and document in the assignment folder by 11:59 on Tuesday, July 22nd. Please appreciate that there's no late submissions at this point, so you really have to get it done at that. And by that point, you're going to complete a summary discussion post by 11:59 the same day. And then you're going to reply to, it's not two class-based posts, it'll be one, but by 11:59 on Wednesday the 23rd. So that's what needs to be done. So, we'll proceed accordingly. The flow of the paper goes like this. There's going to be an overview of the marketing idea that really comes by and large from the introductory document that you read back when we first started looking at the final project plan. So you garner your ideas from there, what Mr. B's is trying to do with this new product launch. You want to define the target market. That's milestone number 1, is 4 to 6 paragraphs. Explain pretty clearly how you want to go about doing that. The third thing you want to do is describe how the needs and wants of your target market are fulfilled by your features and benefits. That should sound pretty familiar because that's exactly what we did in milestone 2. Concisely write the position statement of your offer. That was also done in milestone 2. If you need to bone that up or make it a little bit better, definitely do that. As you recall, it answers those 3 questions. Make sure you're doing that very clearly. You want to define your pricing strategy, both introductory and ongoing. You did that for milestone 3. Clearly outline your selling strategy. It's more or less taking the place of the last of the 4 P, or I should say the third of the 4 Ps, and that is place. So make sure you've got that worked out. And describe your promotional strategy. Define your overall messaging. And define which methods you will employ to communicate your message. Those are both the things you did in milestone number 4. And then you want to write a conclusion, which should include how you'll measure and monitor plan success. So that's basically the paper. It should all look familiar to you because you've basically considered all these different things as we've gone through class. So how to do it well? Make sure you follow the template and outline precisely. Please do that. Use the things that I just showed as headers and make sure that it flows together very, very well. You should be able to use a lot of the information you wrote in your milestones to get this put together. Make sure you make the revisions that I suggested to you. I do check those out. Don't just copy and paste your milestones together and say, here you go. That will lack in continuity, and you want to make sure that it reads pretty well and flows all the way through. Make sure to do your proper citations, especially in text. Make sure that every idea and concept and everything that you've used outside information or course materials for, make sure you're citing those in text. And proofread it. You can do it yourself, but proofreading your own work is about marginally effective. If you get somebody else that knows what they're doing when they read a document like this, get them to do it and give you feedback and make sure you take that into consideration. And the last thing I want you to do is know the rubric, because the rubric is how your grade is determined. Here is your written plan. This is the rubric for it. You're getting measured on following the template. That's why I say do it very systematically. You'll do well. Supports decisions in complete, logical, well-reasoned way. It has to make sense, and it all has to flow together. The plan demonstrates clear and fluid continuity throughout. This is an important point. As you can see, it's worth 30 points. It shouldn't look like you just copied and pasted your milestones and said, here you go. So clearly introduces and cites concepts from the class material. I've been encouraging you to do that all throughout class. It's a way for you to strengthen your points and bolster the concepts that you're referring to. But it's also a way for you to demonstrate that you understand what we've been learning all throughout class, and that is an important element of this exercise. Excuse me. Solidifies the choice with solid research sources. You've been encouraged to do that all along as well. Writes concisely, makes clear points, draws clear conclusions. I think you've gotten some good feedback on that. Provides proper citation in text and produces a clean, properly formatted reference list at the end. Probably giving you feedback on that if you needed it. And the work is spelling and grammatically correct in a professional tone. Now let me stop on that very, very last point and try to emphasize this. Think about writing, this is your plan you are submitting to the board of directors of Mr. B's, and you're saying, here's my plan, and here's why we think we should do it. That's the tone that you want to use in your language, okay? Now, you're also going to do a discussion post, and you're going to reply to your classmates' post. And the way to do that is you want to be able to post an adequate summary of your final plan, stating key decisions. I don't want you to just post your plan. I mean, nobody wants to read the whole thing. I'm going to read it. I want to read it. But your classmates may not. So summarize it. I'm going to stop on that point for just one moment, because don't be surprised that you put a lot of time and effort and work into a marketing plan and you submit it to the decision makers of the organization and they say, show me the summary. You're like, man, I did all this work, you want to see the summary? It's like, and they do. If they have questions, they're going to dive deeper into it. But yeah, you have to be really, really careful about doing that. So anyway, you want to be able to summarize your final plan, stating the key decisions that you've made. Your original post should be have clear references to the course material, properly cited. Again, this is as part of your class project, so you're getting graded that way. You want to respond to obviously you're not going to have to do 2 others posts. You're going to have to do 1 other post with a direct understanding of the course teachings and cites class material if need be. And then you want to be able to post and comment and demonstrate clarity and professionalism with no spelling errors or not. So that's the summary of how your post should go. I don't make a huge deal out of the post, so I'm going to tell you right now, but make an effort, share your ideas with your classmates, and that'll be the final discussion post that we do. Okay, so I'll be available if you're struggling with any part of this, if you have any questions or seek clarity. If you want to talk about it, I'm happy to do that. Don't hesitate to do that. Send an email with 3 separate times you can meet in a Google Meeting chat. I'll set it up. I'll respond with an invitation. But do it sooner than later so you're not struggling with this. I'm going to give you your milestone 4 feedback as soon as I get that from you. I will have my eyes open for it, and I will get through it and give you your feedback so you can complete this thing. And with that, I wish you the very best of luck, and if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out.